just be able to notice that CGI is already used a bit more straight from the gun barrel. Did you catch it? Because it's really subtle. And for whatever reason, this guy is still checking out the diamonds and doesn't give a shit about all the explosions that just went off around him. Moon's father, General Moon, appears, and I always liked how he goes, "My son is dead." And Bond is just casually nodding around like, yeah, no, absolutely. Dude fired a flamethrower at me. So Bond has been tortured for 14 months and now has long hair, a beard, and probably befriended a volleyball named Wilson. So Bond soon flies back to London, has a brief encounter with Roger Moore's daughter aboard of the plane. Bond gets an invisible car. There was an episode of Top Gear where they attempted to test the idea behind this technology in their own way, which was pretty hilarious. In my opinion, the worst Bond title song by Lonnie Hall. It's a shame because there was a much better title song by Phyllis Hyman that got rejected.
I'll never say never again. There's no way to know the ways of love.
And none of this is really tense whatsoever, as the "never say never again, never" horrendous song is shitting all over the scene. Oh, so that's why Bond's gun didn't have an actual burst when he was shooting. All of this was just practice. But how about the guy he strangled to death, or the freaking knife that the chick stabbed him with? Yeah, whatever, I'm already overanalyzing here. M, by the way, is played by Edward Fox in this movie, and he is a real dick. I think Connery looks pretty good in this film, by the way. Sure, he's middle-aged now and stuff, but he honestly looks better to me than when we last saw him 12 years earlier in Diamonds Are Forever. Patachi gets killed by Fatima Blush afterwards by having a snake being thrown into his car and then being blown up later after the snake got out. She could have just placed the bomb on his car beforehand, but yeah, so that happens. Much like in Thunderball, our villain Largo has his own private boat. This time it's not called the Disco Volante, but the Flying Saucer, which means the same. And this Largo has this perfect bunker installed where he does stuff and mostly spies on his own chick Domino while she's dancing. And this version of Domino is played by Kim Basinger. Basinger?
I'm not quite sure how to say this. Kim Basinger? Basinger?
So when he gets back to his hotel, he finds Nicole dead in the bed, and you're like, oh no, who is Nicole again? And apparently they actually got a horse to fall into the water on his back for the ending shot. They do have the mandatory bit in showing off that the horse is okay, so I guess you could say no animals were hurt in the making of this film, but they may have gotten slightly annoyed. The golden gun is really inventive. Watching this movie as a kid, I thought it was the coolest gun ever. I mean, it's made out of daily objects like a pen, a cigarette case, a lighter, and even cufflinks. It's awesome. The opening song by Lulu is often claimed to be one of the worst ones in the series, mainly due to the lyrics.
He has a powerful weapon. He charges 1,000,000 a shot. The man with the golden gun.
The lyrics actually make sense. His eye may be on you or me, or will he bang? We shall see. I mean, yeah, the lyrics totally make sense to me. It's the infamous moment where the crew's camera is visible in the mirror. Meanwhile, Scaramanga rubs his golden gun around Andrea's face. When watching this scene with my girlfriend, I can't help but feel like I'm really getting judged right there that I like Bond films. One of the guards is about to take away Bond's gun, but then it turns out Bond has put a mousetrap in his pocket. Yeah, believe me, we're just getting started. It turns out Plenty O'Toole's body is dumped into Tiffany's swimming pool. Wait, what? Why is she in her pool? Why is she even killed? She was just some random chick that Bond had picked up at the casino and wanted to bang until the gangsters just threw her out. But it turns out that there is a deleted scene where Plenty went back to Bond's room only to find out he was already doing Tiffany instead. So she got pissed off and found Tiffany's address and she went to her house. But she was mistaken for Tiffany and ended up being the one that got killed instead of her. But since none of that stuff is kept in the movie, it becomes quite a plot hole here. But yeah, it's actually Blofeld dressed up as a woman. Okay, first of all, what? And second of all, the fuck? Blofeld in drag. When you see that, don't you just want to go like, ha? You can now join the DBF community on my Patreon page. Supporting my channel grants you access to all my latest videos 2 weeks before the regular viewers get to see it. Your name will also be included on the Supporter Hall of Fame, and you get to vote for the new content. And as a bonus for signing up, you will receive a personal thank you video from me, as well as these custom Blu-ray covers that I designed myself. Thanks a lot for watching, guys.